Hello, this is vidthoughts. I'm Hank Green. YouTube networks. What did they do? Why do they exist? What to avoid? What to consider when you're thinking about becoming a part of one? A conversation that frankly should be had more often and should probably have been had long ago. So let's do it. Here's how YouTube works. You upload a video to YouTube and YouTube handles everything. Hosting and serving and encoding and caching. Selling advertisements on that video. In exchange for doing all of those things takes about 45%, not about, exactly 45% of the revenue generated by those advertisements. You get 55%. YouTube networks, they take an additional percentage in exchange for providing other value that YouTube does not provide. Now, what is that value? Well, that in some ways depends on what kind of creator you are.
Hey guys, it is Bianca here today. I originally partnered with Asafin. It brought me to Vizio, and Vizio brought me to Broadband TV. It was kind of confusing, but I said, okay, it's fine.
My name is Stomedy. I just got off a horrible contract with Maker Studios. They said, oh yeah, we're gonna help you promote your channel, make a lot of money, we're gonna do this for you, we're gonna do this shit for you.
I have been contacted by 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 networks.
I am currently partnered with BBTV, TGN. BBTV also stands for Broadband TV from Social Blade. I'm now joined with them for about a month. I was really not satisfied with what they did for me and what they do for me, because they actually don't do anything for me.
They didn't do shit for me. They didn't do nothing for me.
Hey guys, it's me Francis. I want to take a minute here to talk to you about the current state of YouTube and the way certain content creators are being treated. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm sick of this shit!
Now, I'm gonna say this first. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit angry in this video, but dude, these guys are fucking scam artists, dude. Holy shit! But today, I am going to be making a video on these scumbag, douchebag fucking scumbags, which of course is Machinima.
For those of you who aren't familiar with Fullscreen, it's a shitty YouTube network that was helpful when I was a big YouTuber but screws me now. Fullscreen lied to me to get me to sign my channel to them, and they thought they can screw me without me saying anything about it.
All those networks have reached out to me and they're like, hey, we want you. And I've said no to all of those networks. And I have many reasons why I said no, and I will tell you guys.
Networks will stand in between you and YouTube, providing you support and also being a kind of weird liability wall. Now, YouTube really doesn't want any copyright violation to be on its shoulders. Like, angry, super, crazy copyright policy. Video game footage, any kind of music, royalty-free, and you've licensed it, that can be really hard to have. They will flag you and you won't be able to monetize that. So YouTube networks will stand in between you and YouTube and accept the liability for your potential copyright infringement.
I've had a lot of videos which YouTube have taken down. I've seen a lot of you guys asking, oh yeah, you know, they help you with the copyright protection and stuff like that, you know. No, they don't help you with none of that. I kept getting copyright notices. When I contacted the network, they said, oh, we can do nothing for you. That's between you and YouTube. I'm like, then why the fuck are you on my channel, man?
I did not have copyright strikes. I had community guideline strikes. Anybody can go to your fucking video and flag it as inappropriate. There's no human you can email at YouTube and get a real answer. You just get this canned generic response. Well, after reviewing your video for a second time, the strike stands and all this bullshit. 700 videos that I made, and I put a lot of work into those videos. So I contacted someone at the network I'm with and I told them my problem. And then I got this message. Doesn't seem like YouTube is willing to budge on this. They were highly concerned with the disturbing content of that video. All I did was take footage from a news report about a dude breaking into houses and sucking people's feet. I didn't condone forcefully sucking feet. I was actually condemning it. I've accepted the fact that I'm not going to make front page because I swear too much. But for me to have my channel terminated is bullshit. I use videos that have fights in them, condemning the people who are fighting. Should I get a fucking strike for that? I don't think so. I mean, if I would have gone into the hood harassing and antagonizing people under the guise of pranking them until they attack me and pull out guns on me, it would be totally fine for me to do that. I'm just saying it's a stupid fucking double standard.
Networks will often also say that they'll help you collaborate with some of their other network partners. I prefer for collaborations to be spontaneous and between partners without a network deciding, who's gonna collab with who. That seems weird to me. But I have seen that as an effective strategy, and some networks have done that effectively.
You can collab with people through them, but that just never works out. I've tried it many times.
Networks also sometimes provide marketing support, but again, if this isn't built into your contract, they might not provide it.
Everything that I've done on this channel is all by myself. They haven't done nothing for me.
With my subscribers, like I only have 1,400 subscribers. All of that was done by myself. Before I was ever partnered with anybody, especially even the YouTube partnership program, I gained my subscribers by myself.
The thing is about these networks is that they claim they'll help be consultants for you to help you make better content. But guess what? They've never made content for themselves. So how are they gonna consult people on how to make content?
They seem like they are great partnerships, like, oh, join us and you'll grow. They just show you how to grow with spamming on people's channels and stuff. It's not even in BBTV, that was like in Freedom, my previous partnership.
I think this is a scam business. They're only there to take a bite out of your cash. So everything they promise you is a lie. But the question I have always had is, why was I making more money with less views, less subscribers, without a network than I was making with a network?
Let me explain how this works. When I started with full screen, they were relatively new and I was pretty big, so they provided me with a lot of opportunities to make money. Now, when I lost Nate's vlogs, I found out there was this line. Now, above this line is the big YouTubers. They get a plush life because the people below this line are funding it. You sign the exact same contract as these people, but you get screwed when you don't have the viewers.
And then on the contract, it says we shall not be held responsible if you lose subscribers and stuff like that. But I was the one who was stupid for signing that. These people are smart, but you gotta outsmart them.
I know one of my friends here on YouTube is partnered with Freedom. You don't have any lock-in contract, and I hope that is true.
Freedom is a scam. I kind of knew it when I was partnered with them, and then once I partnered with Curse, I realized that Freedom is just one big joke. But I'm just here to say that there's a lot better stuff out there than Freedom. And here's the thing, to provide all that support that they say they're going to provide, they need employees. What do you need to get employees? Well, you need money. How do partnership programs make money? They make money off the YouTubers they partner. You partner all these thousands upon thousands of small channels. They have X number of employees, and it's not very many. And they have all of these channels that are wanting support and wanting all this information, and Freedom just cannot provide it because they've just swamped themselves with partners.
YouTube networks may raise your ad rate. They often will not because you're giving them a portion of your ad sales. But some YouTube networks do sell advertisements at a higher rate and thus are able to pass those higher rates on to their people. You should note that if a YouTube network sells ads, YouTube still takes the 45% out. The network still takes its 30% or whatever it is, and then you get what's left over. But sometimes networks are able to sell at a high enough rate that they're actually able to increase your bottom line.
They do take a lot of money from you, like...
Big scam. Total scam. Big scam. Like, oh my god, it's just ridiculous.
How you gonna steal from the only motherfucker with less money than you?
No one gets 200 subs and thinks, oh yeah, this is gonna be my job in a year. No, it just happens over time, and Machinima looks at people like that like a piece of steak, dude. They look at little Jimmy with 200 subs and they think, let's bite a fucking leg off him. Don't sign with Machinima, and just be sure to review your contracts because there's a ton of people that basically do the same thing as Machinima.
So there's more to this than just that. That alone is bad enough not to partner with them. But here's what Freedom will do. They don't pay you. That's what happens to pretty much everybody. Freedom has a really, really bad habit of not paying their partners.
I can tell you this. I can't tell you how much I make. I think that's against YouTube policy. But I can tell you this. I was making more money when I had 2,000 subscribers than when I have almost 60,000 subscribers. I was making more money when I only had like 500,000 views on my channel than when I have 10 million views on my channel. Yes, that's the reality. With a network, you'll never know nothing. You don't know if they're stealing your money, you don't know none of that.
Now, if this is what's being promised to you, you should have a contingency contract that if your CPM goes down, you can cancel in, a year or a month or 2 months or 3 months or 6 months or whatever.
I know a lot of beauty vloggers are signed with Style Hall. They contacted me back in May of 2011 when they first created their network. Basically, they're like, we want to partner with you, blah, blah, blah. They sent me over this contract and they're basically basically like, hey, sign this 4-year contract and we'll pay you this amount. They were offering a CPM. They offered me a certain amount per 1,000 views. I think since then they've moved to a percentage because I think they kind of realized that CPM isn't fair. You sign a contract with a CPM, basically you're locked into that rate for this particular contract they wanted me to sign was a 4-year contract, which if I think about it, I would still be partnered with them right now, and that's just, I just don't like thinking about that. The thing about that is that you can never get paid less than that rate, but the bad thing is that you can never get paid more than that rate. Every day your channel changes. Every day you get a different amount of views, subscribers, ad clicks. It's ever fluctuating. So to be locked into that one rate for 4 years, just it didn't sound right to me.
But I'm also going to be trying to distance myself from YouTube. I'm going to be posting on Daily Motion as well. Probably won't matter. No one ever fucking uses it. This whole tirade doesn't mean shit because I'll be lucky if it gets like 2,000 views. But this is some shit that I felt like I needed to say. The whole reason YouTube got popular in the first place was because it was a place you can go to find raw, real people who gave their opinions unedited. Now YouTube is just filled with bland-ass, boring, inoffensive personalities. It's the fucking Disney Channel of the internet.
I go to the YouTube space in LA quite often, and I met the guy who owns Balloon Animals channel. He signed up with Machinima. They basically fuck him for this past like year. He signed up with Machinima, was hoping he'd get intellectual property rights to things like from Nintendo, like Mario. Turns out, didn't get shit from them. And now he's just waiting his last 2 or 3 months to like cancel his contract. Stole his money, didn't provide any service at all, and basically got fucked over.
I actually got released from Machinima yesterday. I was fucking ecstatic when I got out of Machinima. I've been trying to get out of Machinima for like the past fucking year now. But getting into the video, I don't know if you guys have seen Ross Boomsock's new video talking about Machinima, how they lied to him and all this other bullshit. He was basically in the same situation as I was literally fucking yesterday, right? Now, a ton of YouTubers have spoken out and commented on Ross's video saying, I was fucking fisted by Machinima too. They locked me up and double fisted me. PewDiePie did. Donkey, Kiori, What the High, John Cena, B.O., better known as Barack Obama. Just a ton of fucking people speaking out against Machinima's fucking bullshit. And I commented as well, but the thing with Machinima is this, okay? They might sign a few big YouTubers every now and then, but they prey on YouTubers that don't know what's going on. People with 300 subs. They make fun videos for their friends, and they do it because they enjoy YouTube, right?
Okay. I'm a small YouTube channel, obviously. I got 36 cents on YouTube, okay? I only have like 8 cents on BBTV.
They go to people like that don't know that much about YouTube, and they give them these bullshit ass contracts with a ton of different ratios that they don't understand at the point, because if you get a bunch of fucking ratios, what can you compare it to? You have nothing to compare it to, and you don't care at that point in time. And they don't sign you for 1 month, they don't fuck you over for a month, they don't fuck you over for a year. You sign at 200 subs for 3 fucking years. So let's say little Jimmy signs a contract with Machinima when he has 200 subs. It doesn't matter if he makes some of the best videos of all time and his channel just fucking blows up, because he's still gonna be under that same contract that he signed at 200 subs, and it's fucking bullshit. Now that I'm actually released from Machinima, I want to do a little bit more than fucking comment on the video, okay?
Another thing I would say, just as an interjection here, I would never sign a YouTube contract with a YouTube network for more than a year. It's to each his own, but YouTube and online video changes so fast. A year is just an eternity. 5 years would just be such a long time to spend with one partner, not knowing anything really about what that relationship is gonna be like.
And I only signed up for a year contract. You have 30 days to get out, but I didn't think anything of it at the time, so I decided to still stick with it. I emailed them. I wanted to unlink my account and everything because I was sick of them, and they said I signed a 5-year contract. I signed a 1-year contract with them through Asafin and Vizio. So they threw that on me. It's just kind of strange about how this company works.
I wanted to unlink, so I requested to unlink. They declined my unlink.
So instead of me trying to get above this line and stay with the same shitty network that does this to other people, I want to leave because I have opportunities to do better things.
After I signed that contract, the guy only spoke to me for like a month, and then he started ignoring me. I was completely ignored for 2 years by these motherfuckers. They did not start speaking to me until my contract was ending, and that's because they wanted me to stay. I'm like, why the hell would I want to sign another contract when you guys ignored me for the whole damn 2 years. You didn't do shit for me.
Shit. And I know we're gonna get some comments with people saying, well, it's his fault for signing the contract. And you know what? You're right, dude. If you sign a contract and you're held accountable for it, it is your fault. But it still doesn't change the fact of how fucking scummy Machinima is, lying to people and shit.
But if you guys don't free this channel in the next week, I'm just gonna move everything over there. At least for the next 6 months, and that's when Netflix will be free for me to do whatever the fuck I want to do with it again. You lose, full screen. You will not get any fucking money from me, and you will be exposed. So free Netflix, bitch. Like, it's funny because I used to go to parties with the motherfuckers here, and I don't know if they got rid of the cool people and replaced them with the assholes, but full screen does not have a soul anymore. They may have a soul for the top tier YouTubers, but they have like 40,000 people in their network. I'm pretty sure a lot of them are just as disgruntled as me. Now I'm stirring the pot a little bit. Full screen, eat a full horse dick, no hot sauce. Fuck your company. Fuck everything you stand for. Fuck those little companies that you're in bed with like Rightster, Jukin Media, The Orchard Music. I will not fucking let you win off of me. Even if I have to take a fucking loss myself, I will do that. Bye Netflix. Hello Nate's turn. So fuck you.
Broadband TV gaming, it's terrible, it's the worst thing ever. I'm in my second year, so when it's September in 2016, it'll be 3 years, and so that I have 2 years to go, and if they do not request to unlink me after that time, I do not want to be partnered with them anymore because of them taking what I make. They always say, you know, you have to hire a lawyer, but I don't have enough money to hire a lawyer or anything.
The honest truth is, most of the time you can't get out. I hope you can get out, but the odds are against you, dude.
They're not letting me unpartner from them. If y'all can just give me any help how to like unpartner with them or something.
For those of you who are in a similar situation as me, I'm going to show you how to get out of a slave contract right now. The first thing I did was turn off my ass to stop feeding this evil company that's trying to bleed me dry. So all of my videos are donation based now. If you can't donate money, please donate your time. Find Full Screen on your favorite social network and just shit on them. I have their Facebook page down here. Just give them 1 star. And let people know that they're a horrible network. My next step is to pack up and move everything to my new channel. On my new channel, all of the re-uploads are gonna be fuck Full Screen. So every time you like or share the video, that's just gonna piss them off on Twitter. Full Screen, you will not see another fucking penny from me. Just let me out of my contract. Now, I assumed that they would come to their senses and realize that I was not fucking around about them not making another penny off of me. Well, I will give it to Full Screen. They stuck by their guns to make sure that I stay poor. Seeing that kind of vigilance has inspired me to do the same. And I hope it's inspired you guys because I need you to find Full Screen and say fuck you to those guys. I will not let these motherfuckers win, YouTube.
To be honest, I just don't want to see someone that watches my videos end up in the same situation as I was a few days ago.
Just take this from me because I've been into 2 partnerships and they just, I'm sorry to say this, but they've just fucked me over.
Anytime I almost get scammed, I like to make videos about it so that other people don't get scammed as well.
I just want to have one channel, and I want to be my own boss. Like, I don't want people taking my money from me. I'm not going to let other people make videos and saying, oh my god, partner with Broadband TV, he's going to make a lot of moolah, and things like that, because that's definitely not true.
So the main question is, are YouTube networks worth it?
Wait until you get a better program. There's lots of other partnerships out there.
Do lots of research.
I'm gonna give every single person that watches this video a friendly piece of advice. Whether you take it or leave it, that's your choice, okay? Here's my advice. If you're Chinese, if you're from America, if you're black, if you're a YouTuber, if you're not a YouTuber, it doesn't fucking matter. Whatever you do not sign with Machinima, because they will take your soul, your fucking brilliant, pure little soul, and they will fucking fist it. Whatever it takes for you to write your name on their fucking shitty ass contract, do not sign it, because they will fuck you so fucking hard.
Now let's do a little brand awareness for Full Screen. They're a shitty brand and everyone should know it. As well as try to find these companies on social media so you can let them know it's not okay to profit off of killing creativity on YouTube. Because that's what they're doing.
As to the question of whether or not you should join a network, let's break it right down here. You will be paying these people. They are basically your employee. You are hiring a YouTube network to provide value for you. You need to understand what that value is. You need to communicate with the person that you're talking to. Hopefully you are speaking to a person. You need to look at your contract. You need to be specific about what you hope to get out of this relationship, and you need to understand what it is that they will be providing you. You, as a small creator, provide a lot of value for networks. So you have to have that conversation and make sure that they are providing value for you as well. That's my spiel. That's my suggestion. That's from somebody who's been involved in this for a long time. I myself have channels that are partnered, unpartnered. I run a small, very small MCN myself that has about 20 channels on it, most of them mine. So I hopefully have some perspective on how this all works. If you're thinking about joining with a network, then I think that's great because it means, one, that you're, actually thinking about it, and two, hopefully that you're doing fairly well on YouTube and that you're considering it, like taking, the next step into becoming, taking this more seriously as an endeavor.